baby. We got a Tuesday one for you this week.
We are catching up after last seeing each other in person on the docks in P-Town.
It's been over a week and a half.
Up on top of the dock.
Not underneath it, not at the dick dock.
That's what I'm trying to say. We are wrapping up our time in P-Town. Yes, Meatball.
We promise this is the last time that I bring up P-Town.
Probably not. We talk about DragCon Fat Slut.
We talk about Willem being kicked out of DragCon.
We talk about Meatball's dating game coming up in August.
We talk about Fat Slut New York on August 9th and the Twink Pageant on August 9th.
Will you bring up anything about me?
And then Dipper talks about how he is on the page of the Boston Globe.
That's the one thing you took away from this whole episode. I love that. We talk about how I rearranged my furniture in my living room. Just kidding. Okay.
And Dipper talks about Drag Pack. Hey, everyone, go pay attention to the Drag Pack and buy merch and such because we're trying to change the world.
Go ahead. All right. We'll talk to you later.
And also, don't forget, Willem got kicked out of DragCon, and we will never hear the end of it. Till the day you die.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180.
Oh, you're back.
Our email is sloppyseconds@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slept, you stupid little fuck, you nasty little fuck, you dirty little fuck, you stupid little fuck. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
Oh, you're back.
I got my voice back. It only took a week and a half post.
It only took
P-Town.
18 days, baby.
I've been on antibiotics for a full week, haven't left the house, but honestly, I needed the cleanse post all. We're not talking P-Town anymore, but like post everyday drinking in P-Town and then drinking in San Diego. A week of no alcohol has really done me good.
That's about it good.
It does about it good.
Yeah, I don't know. Fun. You feel
I did come home to my cat having wicked diarrhea.
Oh, because he was just like stressed?
I think it's a little bit of stress, and also before I left, I switched his food.
Oh.
And so with cats, you're supposed to like ease them into new food, but he really liked this food, so he like went ham on it, and now his stomach is like all fucked up. He do be doing the shitting.
He went ahead and went ham.
But I literally was like, great, my cat's dying. What a wonderful gift. And I had to like take him to the vet, and they were like, he's fine.
You always have so much going on like in your life.
Try being me. Try it.
I have a headlight I gotta get repaired, and I'm like, how do you even do that?
Oh, that would be nothing for me. I would figure out how to make that like a noon trip. Like, I'll get tacos while they fix the headlight.
Good for you. I've been driving around for a week and a half. No headlight. No, it went out 2 days before I went to P-Town, and then I was in P-Town for a solid calendar year.
Yeah.
I was there for so long.
Time does not move there.
What'd you say?
I said time doesn't move there.
It doesn't move there, and it moves.
And yet it moves so fast.
So fast. I mean, you did 4 days. I truly did 12, which is insanity.
I know. Next year, that's going to be me. I'm going to move there for it.
You want to do that?
Yes.
I think you want to stay in a house, too, don't you?
No, I was fine with the hotel.
Oh, okay. Right there in Times Square.
Yeah, babes.
I always call the Crown and Anchor, like, Times Square.
Times Square.
Because it feels like the most is going on.
And it also feels like my room was a gift shop because every time someone left, they did get a t-shirt.
You said I got to lighten the load. I got to lighten the load on the return home.
Hey, did you want a Fat Slut shirt on your way out?
All right, so what is your postmortem in a sober haze? Because the last few episodes of the pod, the people begin
people upset, people mad.
No one's mad. They just
there's a couple notes. Hey, everyone, shut the fuck up. Listen, next time you turn 35,
drunk you.
Next time you turn 35 in a gay vacation town, don't get drunk. Don't do it. Try not to. I dare you. There's gonna be like so many sober people who are like,
Being
yeah,
like, yeah, I didn't get
it
drunk
was
on my
so
35th
easy.
birthday.
Also, I just have to say the Drew Sebastian episode. I'm sorry to that man, and I'm sorry, but I thought I was gonna be okay because I went to the pool party beforehand, and that's where I really got screwed.
Yes, because remember, no, that was a different day, doll.
No, it was pool party. I went and got dressed. Then Drew Sabat. I was out of drag at the pool party with Nina West.
Oh, at the Otter
and
Pop
Nina West
pool
was
party.
there, and she is
She poured
my
a drink on your
outer
head.
saboteur. And if she
poured a
wants
drink
to
on
get
your
me
head.
drunk, I'll get drunk with her, no matter what happens.
No,
And
that
so then I did that, and then I did ruin the Bear World Awards.
Meatball,
I had to leave early because I
your
was too late.
days are confused. The pool party with Nina West was on Tuesday, and
Well, I was at a pool party. I know this to be true because then I went up to my room. I got into drag, came down, barked. Then we did the podcast, and I did Bear World, and then I was kindly asked to leave the Bear World Awards for being a little too loud.
by us, it was me and Nina and Jack and Bobby. We all looked at you and you were like, "Get out of here! You're
And I said, I'll go.
You said, I need to leave, actually. You're right. You
went
said
and
you're right.
And then I went and got out of drag, and I think I went to a Goldilocks party that night.
Baby girl, you did a lot, but none of those things were on the same day.
And that's what I mean by P-Town is a beautiful town. Anyway, I had a wonderful time. I would pace yourself in that city.
It's a town.
Sure.
Pace yourself. Wait,
pace
so
your-
and I haven't seen you in person since I left
Well, no,
you
because I was
on the
deathly
dock.
ill. Since you left.
Be on the dock to get on the boat.
Also pack light. I brought 2 large suitcases, and everyone was looking at me like I was a psychopath.
Well, you had drag.
Yeah, but what do the other queens do? Have an assistant help them?
Yeah, or they get a taxi ride for the 2 blocks.
The taxi guy wouldn't. Okay, we're not talking about P-Town. We're not talking about P-Town.
I'm asking you what happened since you've been back. That's literally the question.
Okay, so I
asked, and
came
you were
back
like,
and we
2
did a
suitcases.
drag con, Fat Slut with Theresa May, Tace,
I talked to Tace a little. I bumped into her.
Megami. When
She said she had a great time.
she's absolutely psycho. Like I'm obsessed, but
Wonderful.
she's a psychopath, and like I cannot get enough of her. Theresa May, I feel that we are one and the same. Like we had the same. We just immediately clicked, and I was like, "Oh, I get you. I love you." The show went great. I had a wonderful time. I knew it was going to be busy because it was DragCon. So like, I just wasn't. Normally, I'm always like, no one's coming. No
Right.
one's coming.
But it was
this time
busy.
it was like by the time of the airing of Drag Race All Stars No Losers, what was 9 or whatever? It was already packed. So then that was a great time. And then the next morning I woke up and I went on down to San Diego.
Oh,
Where I
you did
did-
the drive?
I drove.
Did
Me
you
and
go
Bella
early?
drove. Well, I tried to. So I left my house at noon thinking like, oh, this will be great. And then I didn't realize that Rubella lives 30 minutes the other direction from me. So we basically got on the road to San Diego at 1.
Bad.
A 2.5-hour drive took us 4 hours.
Yeah, that sucks.
But on the drive back, it only took 2 hours and 15 minutes, which was
Lovely. Anytime I have to go to San Diego, which is starting to be slightly more regularly, I just go at 8 in the morning. I'm just like, hey, when I get there, can I
That's
take a
what
nap?
I was trying to tell Rubella, but she really was like,
It's
girl,
hard.
it's
You
going to
had
be traffic.
You had a
And it's
party
like,
the night before.
yeah, and she was there for it too. Like we were both
Right. You wouldn't have been
tired.
able to drive at 8 in the
I
morning.
mean, I
but-
was up at 8, but I was like ready to.
But you were ready to doom scroll, not to
Yeah.
drive.
And the car won't auto drive if it's like below 30 miles an hour. So when you're stuck in traffic, you can't just like take your eyes and hands off the wheel. You got to actually.
It won't
focus.
inch for you, but it'll cruise.
No,
for
and we
you.
were at, and the problem was it was like the traffic wasn't super bad until we got to one point,
It's always the worst.
and then we were sitting in traffic for an hour and a half.
And to the right, you see the beautiful beach. And
The
you're
beautiful
like, those
beach.
people
And
are
then
having fun.
We kept on going. I kept on going. You know what? At this point, like if we see a restaurant, let's pull off because it's like it's gonna be trafficy no matter what. We could at least
Right.
like eat, and take a break.
Nothing in that.
Nothing there
Yeah.
until you get to San Diego.
Anyone who does the commute from San Diego to LA is like, yep. Like you're describing how it always is, unless you go.
I had no idea.
The
The last time I drove, I think it took me up through Riverside. Like I wasn't on the ocean.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because Riverside is inland and San Diego is on the coast.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The last time I didn't go straight down the 5 or whatever. I went like across and down.
Oh, so it probably just made it way much longer because along the coast was even worse.
Yeah. Anyway. And then I did Slutter Camp.
Everyone at home is like, no, it's not.
It was Oso Sucio party. It was wonderful. That? We did a wet underwear competition, and guess what the person looked like who won, since I was the judge.
Twink.
Well, twunk.
Mullet.
Yeah.
Mustache.
Yeah.
Pale skin.
Yeah. But I also kind of left it up to the audience, but I mean, they all thought he was hotter, but there was one guy there who was like, I Trimexed and I didn't even think I was going to compete. And I was like, you just came Trimex? Also, we got a call from someone that said I like was in the dark room with them. And I was like, I was in drag that night. I think you might be confusing me with someone else.
Oh.
Because I didn't dark room that night. I went to an afters where I sucked dick and cock out of drag.
The way you have become me.
It's just, I think what happened was being in P-Town. Oh, P-Town. I'm like Willem talking about DragCon. You want me to talk about the convention? Okay.
Look, did you see the Boston Globe? There's this article.
No, what? Oh, you're on the cover of it. Yeah, hold on. I'm almost done. But I think something about being in P-Town made me feel like a real 8 or 9, whereas being in LA makes me feel like a real 2, 3. And then San Diego.
You did pull me over. You did pulled me over. No, you like stopped me. We were like walking down the street and you were drunk and you were like, never felt hotter in my life.
I did also at one point when I was blackout drunk turn to you and went, I'm not well.
You were, in fact, dancing when you said that. You were two-stepping on the dance floor. And you didn't just say it to me. You said it loudly because there was loud music. And I had to, like, lean in, so you said it extra loud. I'm not well!
My therapist would love that.
You were giving chain, though. Have you been doing the chain in L.A., or was that just
I had that
P-Town
custom
thing?
made. I have 2 of them.
Okay.
You mad?
I saw a whole new side of Lorgan Jennings.
You heard it too because you were next door. Okay, so you're on the cover of Boston Globe,
Well,
and I also love
that
when
is a stretch. I'm not on the cover
of the events page.
There's an article that came
There's
out.
an article that you are
this
in the
week.
Boston Globe.
But
and
there's
one
really
of the
nice.
when I was scanning with my eyes, there's something about the combination of the words body positivity. It's like on a word find, like it'll just pop up to me like in
Bod
bold,
pause.
bod pods, and I'm just like, can we not say that anymore?
I do like this photo with Nur and Jay dancing with me at the Wiener roast that we did.
Did you know where you can find Nur and Jay on August 9th? That's 2 Fridays from now.
Barely
it's
get my thing out. You better
Fat
promote
Slut,
yours.
New
Go
York
off, sis.
City, baby. We're taking over $3 bill again. So go ahead on to $3billbk.com and get your tickets. We're also throwing a twink pageant beforehand, so you can get a combo ticket that's only $40. That's $10 more that you will pay, and you get to see 2 shows in a row. You don't got to go nowhere. You can hang out at $3 bill all day. I know I'm going to have shrooms all day, so I'm going to be litty titty. Come on down to $3 bill on August 9th. That's Friday, August 9th. Get your tickets now. We're pretty close to selling out of the early bird, so if you want the cheap tickets, you got to buy them now because they're almost all gone. Goodbye.
That's so exciting. Back in New York. Definitely in the cool temperature when it'll be comfortable.
Shut your whore mouth.
Baby, you need to get that shoulder mount double fan hit you in the face. I think you might need to call the prop master and make something custom.
Just to sit out because it can't get I just bought that big one for P-Town and P-Town again. I was at DragCon and they asked me to leave. 7, 11, 12 officers. No, the fan got a hair stuck in it and now it won't spin anymore. And it's made so that you can't like open it. So I can't even open it to pull the hair out. I just got to buy a new one. Anyway.
That's why the world is coming to an end, because of consumerism like that.
So go to your Boston Globe.
No, that was it. I was just going to mention the article and that it was cool. And it had fun pictures from the...
It had, I saw it had pictures of Charlene and Tyler Ashley in it too. They must have missed Fat Slut or something. It's so strange.
Yeah, because they came later. Should we take a break?
I guess.
All right, we'll be right back.
I'm sweating. I'm dripping.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either. And if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
And we're back.
Is your apartment hot?
It can get hot. I don't have the air conditioning on right now because like the day's just getting started, but I'll probably turn one of them on. I have you've been to my apartment. There's sort of one side and then the other side.
Yeah.
And so I have a unit on both sides. And I had to rearrange the living room to make sure that, it's like you have to dodge, you can't block the air conditioning unit.
Correct.
So there was a version of my living room arrangement that would have the couch kind of blocking the air unit. And it's like, that's
The
can't
winter
happen.
arrangement.
The winter arrangement. Maybe I will do that in the winter.
I know people that do that. I kind of have to do it for my room because the heater right now is blocked by the sofa.
Yeah.
So in the winter, I kind of move the sofa around.
I realized, like, when I was growing up, we grew up in the suburbs, like, very middle class. And if there was something about the house that my parents, like, at one point, we put an addition on and they, like, renovated the kitchen and they sort of, like, did it. You know what I mean? They like, did their kitchen how they wanted it. And they, like, spent a ton of fucking money to do that. And so I realized, like, more of a reality of living in spaces is like, oh, I live here, but I also have this unique need, but I don't have $20,000 to like do something about it structurally. So like a lot of people in their homes are like, yep. And then I run this tube from the air conditioning unit, like over, and they make like they put some hooks on the wall so it like works and it's not, but like a lot of homes and spaces are unique because you have to like make that, like the way I've rearranged my TV right now, when I want to watch it, I slide it out 4 feet so it can be closer, but I don't want to have it live exactly where it is. And that's just like, oh great. So now it's TV time and I can slide the TV out.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I mean, in my little living room and in this office area, it's like everything gets rearranged for the air conditioners.
Right.
And then when the summer's over, they get put in the garage and everything can kind of go back to how it usually was.
Totally.
But also, I mean, remember I was going to get AC installed? None of the places were like, oh yeah, we don't do rental units. Like you can't install it. And I was like, but my landlord said I could. There I was like, well, that's
I thought, you were going to do the whole thing.
I was going to. And then they came and they went, wait, you rent this unit? You don't own this condo? And I was like, no, I rent it. And they were like, oh, we don't do rentals. And I was like, but they said that it's fine.
Can you
and
submit a letter or something from the owner?
Sure, if she would respond. I don't know. So it's a mess. But also this summer we haven't had knock on wood.
Are you kidding? Meatball, the headlines are everywhere that it's been the hottest summer and I get literally heat advisory.
But remember last year when it was like hitting 113 for like 3 days in a row? That
Never
happened.
did it hit 113 in LA. In Palm Springs it did.
Sure.
It was 124 in Palm Springs a week ago.
But last year it felt like it was, I mean, yes, but also I have I bought a new little AC unit that I think is maybe kicking it a little harder than the other one could.
Yeah, and you only got one body in that place now.
Two if you count my sick cat.
When you count my shitty kitty.
My little shit kitty.
Wait, okay, so you did San Diego, and then you've just taken a break. You've slept.
I came home on Monday and... You know that thing where it's like your body will really fight until it knows it's ready to stop. And then I got home, pulled all my stuff out of my car, and then as I was walking up to the door, I was like, oh my God, I'm weak. Oh God, I'm like going down. And then I slept for 2 days straight for like 12. I slept for 12 hours, woke up, drank some water, and went back down for 12 hours.
Jealous.
And then I was like, I have to go see a doctor. This is not good. And then my cat was shitting everywhere, and I was like, oh, no, I have to take him to the doctor. So I was in the doctor like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He just won't stop shitting. And they were looking at me, and I was like, can you guys shave him while he's here?
You're like,
whatever. Like, we don't groom.
Whatever I have, I gave it to 4 people last night. That video is so funny.
The video is amazing. That's just what I've been up to, and just really living in sobriety.
Sobriety. Well, congrats. That's amazing. Should I tell you what I've been?
Oh yeah, what are you?
Oh,
I mean,
okay, cool. Thanks for.
So you got back after 12 days, and how many times did you go down to the dick doc?
I went twice.
Oh.
I really, you you were holding a mirror up to me without realizing it, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna chill."
Huh. Interesting. Well,
No,
don't love the sound of that one.
I went down to the Dick Doc. I told you this story not on the pod, but we talked about it. I went down to the Dick Doc like the first night. Oh, maybe I did say it on the pod, but I went down on the first night that I got to town, and I had a little bit of fun, just casual, easy, nothing crazy. And then I hooked up with a guy. Oh, well, we're gonna continue this narrative. This guy hit me up on Growler. I went and hooked up with him and his husband. It was fun. It was clear he and I had a little bit more of a connection. So then he was like, and they're open, of course. Obviously, we had a threesome, and then he was like, well, I'll come to your room maybe tomorrow. And I was like, sounds good. And then he came by the room. We hooked up a little bit, and then they were leaving town. They were there sort of like before the craziness of Bear Week. And then he kept texting me, hope you're doing well. Hey, sexy, blah, blah, blah. And then he texted me something like, looking good on Instagram. And I was like, oh, he found me on Instagram. And then recently, for whatever reason, his profile popped up. Like, how sometimes they just suggest profile.
It's like it knows your phones were near each other or something.
And then I looked at the profile and I clicked, or maybe he had commented on one of my stories. Maybe that was why, because I saw our message history, and he's been messaging me on Instagram for 4 years saying, send nudes, it's my birthday, saying, like, looking good.
You can't see this, everyone, but I'm fully turtling in my shirt.
And so it was like, I was like, oh, so you played coy. Like, he was like, hey, handsome, what are you doing in town? Like, I can go, maybe I'll go look at the Growler messages and see if they were like, they just didn't say the full truth. But he was like, do you come to Bear Week a lot? What are you doing in town? First time here? And I was like, if you're messaging me on Instagram,
why wouldn't he go back and delete all of those?
I don't know. He had sent me a video of him like naked. And they were just all unresponded to from me.
Well, yeah, of course.
It was a wild
I don't love that.
But
we like, constantly keep talking about
the physical
this.
chemistry is very hot, and you're like, the dick fit perfect down the mouth, and like, the way you sat on top of me. So I'm like, okay, freak, let's hang out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain, whatever. I hooked up with a complete psychopath, and then I was like, well,
you guys
do
are
it again.
Full pen pals now. Are you not?
I don't know what you're talking about. And what are you talking about?
How many psychopaths? 3?
I guess 2 of them. I don't know. Did he get merch?
Yeah, so then I got back to town, and boy, did I hit the ground running.
You started working. I immediately canceled our recording dates because I was deathly ill.
Yeah, no, I flew back on Monday. I worked all day Tuesday, did pre-production on Wednesday, had a huge shoot for Drag Pack on Thursday. Yesterday, I went to the dentist and then like did a bunch of emailing, and then today, and then finally like last night was my first night of like relaxing since going to P-Town.
Well, 12 days in P-Town will really change you, man.
Girl.
That's like 13 dog years.
But I'm really excited about all the stuff we're doing with Drag Pack, so that was super fun yesterday.
Yeah, that looks really exciting. And there's some sort of like merch party or something.
There's a party today. By the time this comes out, it will have happened over the weekend. But we're going to be at Rough Trade later today, this evening. There's like some merch and some tote bags, and it's just like a free party.
Who is weird?
Like all of the people from Drag Pack.
Peppermint gonna be there again?
No, she's back in New York.
Willem gonna be there?
Yeah.
Good. I have some questions for her about DragCon.
Just text her. Leave me the fuck out of it.
Oh, no, baby. I'm going to walk in and be like, girl, that was crazy.
Stop bringing it up.
Stop bringing it up challenge. I can't.
Twinks don't paint me challenge. So should we also promote the thing after saying all of this amazing stuff that definitely leads folks to think that you're a catch. Should we promote your dating game?
I'm a solid P-Town 8, everybody. Yeah, so on the beautiful date of August 29th,
Correct.
we will be having a dating game for me, Meatball, which will include celebrity guests, physical challenges, and a dipper hosting. And what we're trying to do is find me the love of my life.
That's right. So if you are in Los Angeles and you want to be a contestant, we are.
If you want a rich boyfriend and you don't even have to worry about ever buying anything for me, it's fine. I have a car that drives itself, a 3-bedroom home. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah. So if you are interested in dating someone who is
Sees a therapist twice a week.
there you go, who will shake her pills on the mic on the weeks that she takes them.
I'm also pilled again. I'm back on my pills.
Just email us for directly to the podcast email if you want to be a contestant, and then you will receive, all you have to do is say like, I'm interested in being a contestant, and then you'll receive a Google form to fill out, and that's where we're going to select from. So the email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. You have to be in Los Angeles and you have to be available to be in the show on August 29th. We're doing the show in Highland Park at the Lodge Room. So you can get your tickets at Lodge Room HLP. That's Highland Park. LodgeRoomHLP.com. And we do have a VIP option for a little more money. And it's an hour of like cocktailing with us before the doors open. So it's just like a casual hangout with us beforehand. And then the auditorium is half seated, half stand, or a third seated and mostly standing. So if you get a VIP ticket, you come early, then you can just stay in the room and snatch up a seat. Do you know about that?
I didn't know about that. Well, I knew about the coming early, because we were gonna hang out and chit chat.
But then it's just like, oh, get you a front row seat. Because you're a VIP.
Because you're a VIP.
So yeah, snatch up those ticks. I'm super excited for that. I'm excited to host and watch you
squirm.
Because we're gonna have some really good. I'm ready for some good gags.
Great. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be just uncomfortable.
Yeah, what's new?
I can't wait. Well, I was like, I'll probably blush, but you can't tell.
Oh my God. All right, let's take a break and we'll be back with some voicemails.
And we're back.
Did you see
The Olympics? Ariane
and Cynthia were real dressed
Diva.
up.
In their colors.
They were giving Wikiana.
They were giving it hard. Now, did you see that Ariana was going to do like a small intimate tour of that new album and then she canceled it?
You
and
know
she
how
was
it,
like, I'm
yeah.
gonna focus on Wicked from this point forward and then like get back to music later.
Well, I
And I
think
was like,
that's
I
smart.
think- Well, yeah, but also I was like, I think just tours aren't happening anymore.
I think, well, and I also think it's the kind of thing where there are a lot of like tours that are like mega tours. And what Beyonce did was so incredible because she hadn't toured in a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone was like, this is a must go. I have feelings about that album, that Ariana album. Should I just say what they are?
Sure.
She in interviews said that she got back from filming the movie and she like had to just sort of get some songs out of her.
Yeah.
And she made really cool songs. But that album is not her and the label spend 2 years getting ready to launch a new era with a huge single that is like built in with all these brand deals. And like the way you make global stardom pop music now is not only the body of work, but then also all this other stuff. And I think when she finished the album, they were like, this is really good, but we can't put it out tomorrow if you want it to be the thing. And she was like, well, I have to put it out tomorrow because I have to stop talking about my music and start talking about Wicked, by the fall.
Yeah, it felt when I found out that she like did it all in like 2 or 3 months or something like
Yeah.
that, like it was super quick. I was like, most albums don't happen that fast.
It
most
felt like
albums
an
take
artist's-
like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it felt like an artist's expression, and she had to do that, and she was in the position where no one was like, ew, this is a flop. Everyone was like, this is amazing, but it's not like a new era for her. It's just like, like when an
It was
artist
just her
puts out
being like, I got a divorce and now I'm dating someone new.
Yeah.
Like, that's the album.
it's like when an artist puts out like an acoustic album or like just sort of like a, you know what I mean? Because Yes and is a crazy bop that everyone loves.
Yeah.
But it's
Yes,
not
yeah.
enough to hang
But it
a
kind
whole
of-
tour
it
off.
flew
of.
off.
Flew off what?
Well, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. And now it kind of like,
But if you played at the club, people aren't like rolling their eyes.
sure.
Leave Galinda alone.
Hi, fuckers. That's aggressive. Anyways, so I want to tell you this story about something that happened to me that was super fucking homosexual last night. Last night we found a bunch of leaking water around our air conditioner unit. And so I open it up and I see a bunch of water just pooling around it. And so I panic and I shut off the power. And so now I just have essentially a pool full of water sitting in my air conditioner and I don't know how to get it out. So I consider getting a hose and trying to siphon it out. I consider just literally sucking it out with a fucking straw, but that would be disgusting. Done worse, but disgusting. And so my partner suggests that I use a turkey baster to try to get the water out.
Oh,
Perfect. Except for I don't own a fucking turkey baster.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And so I'm like standing there thinking and thinking and thinking, and then it hits me. Tell me how I sucked out 2 fucking quarts of water from this air conditioner unit with my anal douche. Is that gay? Goodbye.
2 quarts. That's a lot of water.
It's a lot of little squirts and squirts.
Yeah,
and
I was like,
bombs.
you must have been going back and forth.
I figured you would like that because you're a resourceful motherfucker.
That's 2 quarts, babes. That's a half gallon.
2 quarts, honey.
Yeah, that was very resourceful, but I probably would have gotten to the same conclusion too. I would have tried to siphon it.
That always makes me nervous because you're like, what if it hits your lips?
It always does.
But it's air conditioned water. It's not like it's turlet water.
Yeah. But toilet water is just sink water until you shit in it.
Put that on a bumper sticker.
Hey, I just have one question. Is it normal to have your butthole be bloody every day of the year when you wipe? Thanks.
No. Wait. Hold on. Let me check. No, I don't think it is normal. Get a bidet or clean with water
Ooh.
and then dab. But it's clear that you have dry, sensitive skin or some shit. And you're wiping too hard. But good for you.
And sometimes that is also like I'm not a doctor,
Oh, neither am I.
but sometimes blood is also like a symptom of colitis.
So you should go ask Dr. Carlton. He's the
Yeah,
butthole doctor.
He is the butthole doctor. Because that seems intense.
That
and, then,
seems scary, and the fact that you haven't seen a doctor about it is wild.
and do you want people to put their lips on it or their dicks in it? Go ahead and kiss the flame. You know what I mean? Talking about your butthole.
You come back and you're like, ooh, this is my color.
This is metallic. All right.
Because it's red on your lip.
Taste a little iron. You know, that iron taste.
You're sick.
A burger is a snack. A burger is a snack.
Yeah.
When does it become not a snack? Like double patty? Like
Double
when,
patty.
When there's an onion ring in it, bacon, a fried egg on top. When you
Here's
have
the
fries on the side.
Toppings make a difference, but a burger
Smash burger is a snack, bitch.
is a snack.
A smash
we're also
burger is like
talking-
when you what is it called when you put Oh my god, Ritz crackers.
When you wanna sometimes you're gonna
What's a Ritz crackers with the cheese in the middle? What do they call that? Ritz Bitz?
snackables.
No,
Lunchables.
the ones that come pre-cheese, like it's like the dried,
I don't know,
gross
but
chemical cheese.
Stop! You're gonna make me throw up for some.
No,
reason.
they
I mean,
come in a
I
box
know,
in the
I
cracker
know.
section.
Yes, and
Is
they
it
come
called-
in little sleeves of 6 of them.
No, not those. The ones that come the little Ritz Bitz, Ritz Bitz with cheese, a Royale with cheese. Ritz
burger-
Ritz Bitz cheese.
If there's 2 patties, it's no longer a snack. That's
Ritz
lunch.
Bitz cheese. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I have literally no idea what you are talking about. Show me a picture.
Ah! Here, look at this. These snacks.
No, I don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
Share screen. Oh. Yes, that's what I was talking about, but I was talking about the normal sized ones. These are the bits.
What is it called?
The normal sized ones come in a pack of 6, and you get them at any fucking vending machine.
Crackers with cheese. Do they
Cheese,
have
or they come with peanut butter, and the peanut butter ones make me want to vomit.
I think you're talking about these.
Yes, which is the same thing, except for the Ritz Bitz ones are the tiny ones. Oh, those are Lance brand. Stop making me look at it. I swear to God, I'm gagging.
But like these are like little burgers.
Oh, that just say these are. How do I make you stop sharing your screen? Okay. Yeah, I'm like. Just the chalkiness. Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Oh God, I'm about to throw up.
Why?
Because it was so gross.
To look at Ritz crackers?
It's just the. I don't want to think about it anymore.
Okay.
Hey, Fucks. I just linked up with a guy on Sniffies and went over to his place for a blow and go. And when I pulled up, he wasn't really
Blow and
my
go.
type, but I figured, well, maybe this ugly dude can really suck dick. So leave my glass in the car, going at it. He's going all right, but after a while, I start smelling something unpleasant, and I'm like squinting around this hovel, looking for the source. And as he starts to lick up my belly, I realize that it's coming from his mouth. This man's breath smells like unwashed ass. So I give him the tap and say, I'm sorry, but your breath is rank. I can't. Pull my pants and leave. Ironically, on the way home, I end up finding a compost bin that I stuck in my car. Is that gay? Goodbye.
I hope you wiped your dick off or something, because the next guy's gonna smell that.
But he said, ironically, he found a compost bin in his car. So was it actually the guy's breath?
Is that gay?
Wait, go.
Ironically, on the way home, I end up finding a compost bin that I stuck in my car.
I don't know. Was it his breath or was it the compost bin?
Or was he saying, ironically, there was also a rank smell in my car?
Or ironically, like the compost bin didn't even smell as bad as this guy's breath.
Right. Or like, ironically, I should have got my story straight before I fucking wasted everyone's time by calling into this goddamn show.
Or ironically, a burger is a snack.
Ritz Bitz. Yeah, bad breath is really, really hard. There was a guy who was
It happens to all of
participating
us.
in one of our groups who was really hot and did hot fucking and had great dick, but had like gross cigarette breath. And it wasn't just cigarette breath. You know how there's like a cigarette breath where you like, you know how when you eat a meat that's been smoked and it has a smoke flavor and you're like, that's good?
Yes.
There is a very fine line with smokers where like a little bit is okay and almost even hot, especially for me. I know it's been over a decade, but as an ex-smoker, like a tiny little bit of that cigarette smell, and I'm like, ooh, it's kind of sexy. But the moment you cross over the line and it is just like gnarly, rank ashtray breath, that's hard.
Yes, I agree. I had an ex that smoked, and it would always be like,
You smoked when I met you.
did I? I thought I didn't. I didn't smoke when I lived in LA. I smoked weed all the time.
I feel
But
like you
never
used to smoke
cigarettes.
You never smoked cigarettes?
No, I used to when I lived in New York, but I haven't. I didn't in LA ever.
I feel like you were a smoker when I met you.
I think maybe when I was drinking, I may have an occasional one or two, but like I wasn't buying a pack.
Well, that's still being a smoker.
Well, how often was I drinking?
Daily.
Sure.
Because you would smoke those American Spirit yellows.
Not here.
Well, how do I know this?
I don't know. I used to smoke. Okay, I remember
The
one time.
stories we tell ourselves, honey.
Maybe
Baby girl.
someone's going back through all the old episodes. Maybe they can tell us. But I even remember being at the Eagle and being like, "Oh, I'd want a cigarette," but I was like, "I don't really want to smoke again." Like, I remember thinking that thought.
I think you were thinking like, I don't want to smoke 12 cigarettes a day again.
All right, no, I used to smoke a pack of American Spirits a day. I had the worst lungs.
When
And
I
then-
went out.
And then I was like, "Oh, you know what? Those are a little too harsh. Let me smoke Camel Reds."
Oh yeah, when I went out, when I went out, that sounds like when I went out to the club. Like when I finished my cigarette smoking habit, the last like 3 months of it, I was smoking Camel Wides because they were
Oh, yeah.
thicker and had so much more, and Marlboro Reds and Marlboro 100s,
Oh,
Marlboro
fuck.
Light 100s. Those I had
Those long ones.
I would have those 3 cigarettes on me at all times. I would keep packs in my car and packs in my apartment because I was like, the Reds really make my throat burn. The Wides will really give you that nicotine push, and the 100s last longer. So I would like cycle through all 3. Like it was gnarly.
When,
And
yeah,
I
when
knew it was my like swan song, like my Viking funeral. I was like, I'm going out in a blaze of glory. Baby,
So
I will
put me on
teach
a
you how
boat.
to binge. I will teach you binge behavior.
Yeah, you know how to binge. No, I remember I would smoke Camel Reds because they were hard to find. So anytime
It felt exclusive.
it felt exclusive, so I would have to like go to like specific bodegas in New York to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would also always have a pack of American Spirit Yellows on me in case it was like we were out drinking and it was like, oh, we're gonna go outside for a long smoke break to like talk.
Right.
Then I would smoke those. But then I had a friend who was so cheap that she would buy the filterless cigarettes because they were cheaper. And she would just smoke a filterless cigarette. Like, and I was like, what are you? A fucking cowboy? Like, pay the extra $2.
Cigarettes are crazy. Bad breath is awful. Keep it pumping, fish.
Keep it pumping, fish.
Hi, Fox, Mr. and Mrs. Fox. Well, I guess you're not married. Anyways, I'm just
You're
coming
not.
back from cruising at a local park. I'm in Portland. I won't say my name because, yeah. I hooked up with this guy. He was really hot. He had a big uncut dick, ginger guy, kind of like Dommy. I'm into that. He called me baby, but, you know, I'm kind of into that. I'm in my baby era. He had a really nice dick, but, like, tell me when I touched his dick, picked my hand up, and, like, I could just smell the uncut, like, you know, like the juice, like the smell of, like, a dirty, like, uncut, like, is that smegma? Am I allowed to say that? Anyways, yeah, I love uncut dicks, and I wish I had one, but when it smells like that, like, are you nose blind to it, or, like, just some people think it's hot? I'm sure some people think it's hot, but, like, I got in my car and I still smell it on my hands, and I'm obsessed. Anyways, bye!
Did he say obsessed or upset at the end?
I think he said upset. He
I
didn't sound
think they're-
obsessed.
I think there could be a nose blindness to it. Like you can be a little nose blind to your own.
Or they like that smell.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Because sometimes they'll do that thing where they like kind of shove their thumb and pull it and like get the stink and then rub it on your upper lip.
Whoa, that sounds so intense and very specific.
There's a guy at precinct who will do that to me with his pre-cum.
Just
shove
like
his
you're
hand down his
walking
pants.
past
Yeah,
him.
or he'll like grab me and make out with me, and then he'll be like, "This is for you," and like put his pre-cum on my lip.
Now you do that at your place of work?
I mean, I do like to work, honey, but I don't know if I would consider that my place of work. Sure, I mean, whatever.
Just asking.
He does it to me, much like those boys in P-Town. I wasn't kissing them; they were kissing me.
They were kissing me.
Just like those boys at DragCon, all 11 of them, walking me out. And then they took me to the wrong parking lot.
Oh my God. You're psycho. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
And we're back. I will say one thing about the Willem thing. Because I was texting with her about it. And I was like, this is the Streisand effect. Had they just let you do the Queen's Walk and like do it, none of this would have, nothing would have happened.
Completely.
But because they kicked you out, it's drawn more attention to the situation. And now there's like more think pieces about this alleged lawsuit coming from the what are they called? Not staff, but like crew members.
Yeah, production.
From production. So it's like Barbara Streisand didn't want people seeing pictures of her house, which made everyone want to see more pictures of the fucking house.
Right.
So that's all that happened. And she was like, I agree. Moving on.
Check your text. I'm working late.
Ew. She sent me a picture of a superimposed Drake's face on someone hole up.
It's a pretty good
Legs behind
Photoshop
there.
job, right?
Yeah, wait a minute. I think I know that guy.
That's Drake.
Hey, my little sloppy, little flippy flop, fucking flippity doodah gays. Fucking, what's our name? Big Meat and Ball Dipper? But if that was your name, who would be which name? Also, is teabagging a thing? Like, do you guys do that? Or, like, have you ever? Alright, that's it. Goodbye, Mommy Ball Dipper.
This is an
This is a
18
song
and
that
up
Paul
podcast.
sang last week on his pod.
This is an 18 and up podcast, so whatever little child that was that's listening, please delete it.
That
off
is
of
a
your
grown
phone.
up person.
Prove it.
The reference. They sang a Blink 182
Blink-182.
song.
Yeah.
Teabagging.
No one does that.
I have never experienced a open your mouth and I will stand over you, hold my cock up so that just the balls are down, and I'm going to dip these slowly in your mouth while you flick them with your tongue. I've never experienced that. Have I put balls in my mouth? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do I sometimes get a little rough with them because my exact instinct is to try to suck them into my mouth like they're like an egg and then pop them back out again? And I think that's a
then they
little
go,
painful. They go, ah, oh, and they're like, be gentle. But the balls, sometimes the balls are the secret
the
button
magic
to
happens.
unlock the doll. That dick will get rock hard if you just like lightly put some liquid tongue on that balls.
I was just at a pool party where this guy wanted his balls squeezed so hard to the point where I was like, my hand is cramping
Yeah.
from like trying to do this. And then later, my friend was sucking his dick and he said, chew on it. And he like made him bite the head of his penis so hard that it started to bleed.
You'd be going to the freak parties.
I think there was a freak at the party.
So this was in San Diego the following day?
Yeah, after the bear event.
And you did daytime freak stuff in the sunlight.
Yeah. It's a private pool.
I love that. It was San Diego Pride.
Yeah, it was San Diego Pride, and there was an event, and it was a bunch of bears, and then there was 2 girls there that would not leave.
Did you? Ooh, misogyny. Did you feel like an 8?
Well, how was I supposed to suck dick and balls in the pool?
What does it matter if there's some women present?
Well, exactly, and I did.
Did you feel like an 8, a San Diego 8?
Yeah, I feel like I was about an 8.
Hi, Flops. So I went to SF Pride last month, and afterwards I went to a drag bar called Oasis, had a lovely time. And there at the bar,
A lovely
I saw
time.
this man, chubby, awkward, nerdy, completely my type, and I started making eyes with him. He made eyes back to me. We proceeded to wander over to each other, talked a little bit, proceeded to make out in front of the Go-Go Boys, and then I not so subtly dragged his ass to the gender neutral stall in the bathroom, and we proceeded to suck each other's dicks for the next hour and a half. And it was a lovely time, and we traded.
Sorry, an hour and a half in the bathroom?
Yeah,
That's rude.
That's really fucking rude.
Numbers afterwards, but then while we were texting, I find out I was his first time. He was a virgin, which looking back was kind of obvious, but it was in the moment, so I didn't really realize it. But now he keeps texting me all the time, trying to meet up for like a second time, but like we're really far apart. We're like on different ends of the bay. I can't drive 2 hours for that kind of dick. So what do I do? Do I let him get down softly? Do I ghost him? Is that gay? Goodbye!
I don't think you have to let him down or ghost him. I mean, you can just be like, sorry, 2 hours is a long distance. But if you ever find yourself in the city, let me know. And then wait and see if that ever actually happens. Right?
Yeah, I mean, or if you because this can happen, right? Especially with virgins. Now, if you're a virgin,
They get locked in.
if you're a virgin, let this roll over,
Let this
roll off your
wash-
back. I'm not gonna be
Let this
too
wash
rude,
over you.
but it can get a little. And you know what? For non-virgins as well, if
Yeah.
sometimes
Recent singles, this happens sometimes.
yes, sometimes in a situation, one person is way more into it than another person. And that doesn't mean that the sex was bad, or that doesn't mean that you don't like them, but you're like, that was a hookup and I did it for one night. And the other person is like, this might be the start of something, or I definitely want to do that 1,000 more times, or whatever. There's going to be some sort of unevenness in the reaction. So I think you could be very honest, and you could say like, hey, that was super fun for the one time. Honestly, I exchanged numbers just in case we were ever in the same place at the same time, but I'm not looking to carry on a lot of communication, and if we see each other out in public, that'll be great. Like, you could say that, but you don't necessarily owe them anything. But I think if they're texting you every day, it might be worth
saying
something.
so.
And then you could also step in and really kind of be the teacher and the mentor and say like, hey, I think you should go have sex with someone else so that you can like see that there are a lot of different options out there.
Or do what I do. Give them
Ghost.
your second phone
Oh
number.
my God. Well, the second one is the one that actually gets through to you.
Yeah, but that's also the one I block a lot of people on.
Oh, so you say, here you go, and then blark.
Yeah, and then when someone goes, wait, what's Meatball's number? Then they get the first phone number.
The one that I have.
Yeah.
Hi, babies. I just thought I'd call in and inform you. I'm not sure how much you know about like the absolute plague of later in life lesbians coming out. And speaking as one, I'm not trying to like say anything
No,
here.
drag their asses.
I'm
Drag
just
their
saying a lot of
dyke
us have kind of
asses.
like had the same realization, and we're like, fuck this shit, and we're out. I'm just calling PSA for those women. I'm sure Julia Fox has figured it out, but just in case you haven't, in the beginning, you're going to think, oh my God, this is so much easier than dating men. This is incredible. I'm never going to have any relationship trauma or weird shit ever again. No, that's a lie. you are going to be fucked up. You are going to be chewed up. Your heart's going to be mangled, and you're going to mangle hearts too, and you're not even going to mean to do it, and you're going to like accidentally ruin 2 lesbian friend groups, and now you're going out with a trans guy because you kind of like, it's a lot going out with women. I'm just letting you know, okay? Prepare yourselves mentally for your hot lesbian summer. But it's also so worth it. The sex is so much better. So still do it. But like, get ready. Okay. All right. Bye. Love you.
This caller did also call back to clarify that they don't identify as a lesbian, but as queer, hence dating a trans man, that they're more pansexual than lesbian. But when they dipped their toe into the lesbian world, and I gotta say,
there's always one bitch. It happens in gay groups too. They come out or they like just move to a new city and they feel like they can be themselves, and they just like a tornado ruin a friend group. And then once that's happened, they disappear.
Sometimes they
And
even
then
move.
Well, no, then you find out they ruined another friend group that's like fringe to yours.
Oh,
and then you're just
sure.
like, oh, watch out for that guy Seth. And you see him going after another group and you're like, I gotta warn him, but it's also none of my business.
Well, the reason I selected this call is because I just finished rewatching The L Word.
The L Word, we know.
And
Talk about
I've completed it now, and I love rewatching that show. It's so good at being universal and broad, but also being like really intricate about like the personal dynamics and work. Like everyone is really focused on their work, but then also have all these interconnected relationships. And Jenny is a very controversial character on that show. And by the last season of that show, they almost didn't know what to do because Jenny had sort of like meddled with so many different people.
She ran through.
So they leaned into that, and she dies at the end of the series. Spoiler alert from 20 years ago. And it's unclear if someone killed her, if they all got together and like murder on the Nile or Murder on the Orient Express, one of those Agatha Christie books where they all actually do it together. You know what I mean?
That's a spoiler for 80 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Back when Agatha Christie was on her typewriter saying, Detective Poirot. How you say his last name?
Perot?
Sure.
Perot?
But if you were French and at the Olympics, you'd be like, Poirot.
If I was French, I would not be at the Olympics. That looks like a dump. Okay, that opening ceremony was very shit.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was bad. Let's go back to what was it, Beijing? Where was the one where they had like 1 million people all in fucking unison? Like,
and London was
doing
cool with
stuff
the
in it. It
Spice
was like
Girls.
this one looked sloppy. This one looked unplanned. And for the French to think they're so much better than everybody else.
Oh my God. You know what I think about? Like when I spent yesterday or 2 days ago, like Saturday, 2 days ago, trying to wrangle 6 drag queens on a green screen to like say a couple lines. I think about what it would be like to direct, orchestrate, and produce some of those like huge projects like that. I'm like, that is intimidating as hell.
I think it's just a lot of yelling, maybe.
I don't think it's yelling at all. I think it's like tons of rehearsal.
I don't think they had the rehearsal time. And it was also raining. What are you supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do? Nikki Doll. So
was she there?
They did a whole thing with her in the opening ceremonies and a bunch of drag queens.
Oh yeah, that one singing, lip singing.
They all lip synced. Not
One of them was
Gaga.
singing. Not Gaga.
She said tout à l'heure.
She really
said,
was like in her French
ratatouille.
bag. Yeah, she was in her bag.
She said, "Je m'appelle Lady Gaga."
Lady Joker, Harley Quinn.
They call me Folie à Deux, bitch.
What were you talking about before I said the
Lesbian
about
drama.
Lesbian drama. Girl, Nikes. I don't actually.
I just have a quick question. Big Dipper, in the last episode, it said that you were short. Why said it on Smithy's? It says you're 5'10". Yeah.
If you pull the measuring tape out,
I'm 5'10".
Right, and so am I.
But you're shorter than me.
When you interact with me, for the most part, you're in an
No.
elevated
No,
croc.
I'm not. When I interact with you, for the most part, it's on Tuesdays for like 8 hours, 5 hours.
3
And I'm-
hours.
I get there at 12 and I leave at 4:30.
You get
or
there
5.
at 12:30 and you leave at 4.
I've never left at 4. There's always something.
Sorry you work for a living.
I know, 1 day a week. And honestly, we should do less. Okay.
It's not even 1 day a week, Diva. It's 1 day every other week, and then you cancel them.
And I do cancel them. People would be jealous of me.
Some of them would be scared.
I
I oscillate between 5'9" and 5'10". I would if you if you told me I was 5'11".
I just spit.
If you
You
told
are
me
5'8". You are 5'8".
no, if you
We're
say
bringing a measuring tape.
you're
here.
5, if you
We're
say
bringing a measuring tape.
you're
to work.
5'11", I would be like, "There's no way."
I'm 5'10". I know
I've
I'm
had
5'10".
people tell me I'm 6 foot, and I'm like,
That's a
absolutely
lie.
not.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
You're short. All right, we're done. Congratulations to Angeria Paris Van Michaels for snatching the crown. That franchise will continue to do to Roxy what it has always done, which is keep her around to show intense, amazing, incredible drag excellence. And they will ask her
Wait,
to do...
what happened? I did miss the last.
I haven't watched
the talent show, but I
haven't watched the episode. All I know is that immediately upon opening Twitter, on the day, everyone just ruined it.
It was someone tweeted, "Oh, did you want to post Drag Race spoilers at 8 a.m.? Oh, I'm so sorry for being mad."
And so they're gonna play in Roxy's face like they always do, because she
Can I ask?
does that so well. Like she sort of like she tells that story of like the very deserving winner who never quite snatches the crown.
And the drag is consistently elevating in a way that is like beautiful,
Constant, over and over and over. Did
But why
Angeria
do
do
some of the-
super well on the season? Yeah, absolutely.
Was the drag as good as Roxy's?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm watching Canada versus the World because
Yes, you really did. You went ham on
I'm
that.
I'm sick. So there's only 2 episodes out right now, but
Oh,
I gotta
that's
say,
it? Only 2?
yeah, I mean, it just aired like last week for the first time. Well, clearly because there's 2 episodes.
Wow.
But
Slave bag.
Fierce Alicious is like wild. I've never been introduced to her before, and I was like, am I in love or do I want her dead? Why do certain characters get to come back to an All-Stars version like 7 times? Like, I said this and I will say it out loud, and I do not care if you do not agree with me. I don't need to see Alexis Mateo competing on Drag Race again. I don't need to see it. Nothing has changed. The drag is the same, there's just more stones, but like nothing has changed. Except for that hairpiece.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think...
But like there's other characters that I would like to see.
Right, but you don't run the show.
No, but I just, as a person that...
So,
I
but
actually don't generally watch non-flagship season shows.
But you can understand that people got in a room and said, okay, we're going to do a versus, we're going to do Canada versus the world. Who should we get? And they start throwing out names, and then they start asking those people. And then based on who they ask, they go, oh, well, it wouldn't make sense to have these 3 queens because they all sort of do a very similar thing. So,
but why isn't
yes.
But why isn't But why isn't it like? Well, it wouldn't make sense to have this queen because she already did All Stars and All Stars 5 and All Stars back to a whatever.
Sometimes
so let's bring her back for a 5th time.
Sometimes it does make sense to have those queens because they do whatever.
I want to see Nina fucking Flowers. Oh well, yeah.
They do whatever they are told to do, and other people don't want to do that. I mean, you've worked on productions, you've worked on shows, and you literally put together a cast of people every week. Now, I'm not saying it's the same as casting a television program, but you have to navigate those scenarios. Sometimes you want to do this person as a headliner, but that means you cannot have this other person in the building that day because there's like this, right? And then you're like, well, they ate up this much of my budget, so I can only afford this much for this person. You make different concessions and you have to weigh things. So there are probably, you know, a dozen reasons behind the scenes why certain people were cast on that show. And
She just doesn't give me the TV I want to see.
That's right, but she may give tons of other people the TV they want to see. And you have to realize you're not the only person in the world.
Wait a minute. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. You can call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye. His nipples is tiny. For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.